Hey, everyone. Hi, Heather. I'm just waiting for more people to join. Say hi in the comments. Hi, Duchess Delusional. I like the name. Darlene. Good day from Florida. So we've got New Zealand, Atlanta. Iris, hi. Griselda. Oh, you've been waiting, have you? Bless you. Maggie, always enjoy your insights. Thank you very much. I'm glad somebody does. Kathleen, Nora, Rose, hi. Finland, California. Serendipity, hi. Persnickety. Thora, Sheila, Marina, Munguzi, hi. Janice, hi from the UK. Kate, Pony, Roxanne. If I'm missing anybody, I apologize. It freezes, then goes really quick. How are you all on this Friday evening? Well, it could be afternoon or morning. Joe, hello, my lovely. A name, hello. It is indeed starting, Kate. Maureen is hand pink waving. It's Friday and it's gone 5 o'clock somewhere. Alison, hi from Yorkshire. Barbara, Linda, in the middle of a pedicure. That's dedication. Georgina, it's noon there, is it? 2 p.m. in Canada. And 2 p.m. in Florida. Sarah Ann, hi. Sheila, hello. Julie. What nonsense are you going to come out with today in a menopausal fuddle? Who knows? Who knows? Honestly, watch this space. It could be anything. Jane Doe. Now, I'm not even going to pronounce that, but I'm going to call you Vicky from Texas, because that beginning bit, that just could be a kerfuffle. Griselda, 11:40 p.m. on Friday night here in India. Wow. Hi, Laurie. Oh, Griselda, wouldn't miss your life for the world. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Chipper, 2:02 p.m. Yolanda, 11 a.m. in Arizona. Tove, hello from Norway. Got people from all over. I love it. Do you know what? I love the fact that we can just chat here and just all over the world. It's this craziness. So how are we all? I figured that I was going to just do this live to chat with you all to kind of get it out of our system before the coronation next week, because I guess we're going to have a lot to talk about. Can't wait to see what the mess is going to reveal. Yes, I know. RL, the Muckle family is going to be on the news channel this Sunday to expose and show film clippings, pictures and facts about their estranged family member. Do you think that they're going to show or say anything new? Do you guys think that there's going to be some like bombshell, or there's going to be something? I'm not so sure. I don't know. Joe, only just saw Ems was going live 10 minutes ago. I've kicked my husband out. I love that, Joe. That's dedication. Right up there with sisterhood. Brit watching from Zambia. Oh, hi, Linda. Wow. Rebecca, hello from San Diego. Jay says no, and I'm guessing is that a no from what I've just said. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I'm not sure either. Marlene, yes, I know. I haven't done a live in a long time. I know. I will rectify that. Kieran, hello from Sussex, originally from India. You're a Sussex person. Miss Wheel Lassie waving down to you from Scotland. Duchess Delusional says Samantha can't ruin her court case. Yeah, I did wonder that actually. I did wonder that. Lee Foster also agrees and says no, I don't think so either. I mean, I think obviously we're going to see some footage that we, I guess, haven't seen, family footage, but yeah, birthday photo, I think possibly. Chriselle, there may not be any bombshell footage, but their verbal revelations may contain a bombshell or two. Very true. Yes, very true. Angela, hello from Las Vegas. I do like Las Vegas. Hi, Angela. Sarah Ann, Ems, did you see Thomas Michael Jr.'s video? I don't know that it'll be too much new, but probably more sad to hear Thomas Sr. speak about it. I haven't seen his video. I've been working and then I come on here, but I will go and have a look at that. But yes, I agree. It was very sad when I saw the way he spoke. It's the fact that he's hanging. It feels to me that he just still is hanging on, that he might get some, I don't know, some resolution with her, and I just don't think he will. Christina, hello from Boston. Well, hi. People will see her victim version of her childhood is a complete lie. The thing is, I think anyone with a brain, like, you know, we all use our brain. We know it's a lie. We know that there's pretty much that she would have spun Harry victim story, because it was admitted in the Tom Bower book, I think, that she tried to do the same thing in regards to Trevor. So we know that's what she's done. Her fan base, I don't think it's going to change anything to do with her fan base. I really don't. They just seem very warped anyway, and they probably think along the same way she does, which is why they align with her. Julie, have you got your Duke and Duchess under control yet? No. I'm assuming you're talking about the dastardly duo, not the nice ones. Gail UK, hi Ems, joining in from County Antrim. Hey, that was where I was born. Gail. So hi. Marlene, I don't know. Hang on. I don't know if the Markles will bring something new, but perhaps they have proof of video or something. I think that's probably what I would suggest that they're going to do. I think they're probably going to just bring out all of these like videos to show that her family were not estranged, that they weren't this horrible family. I think that's probably what they're going to try and do. Darlene, I feel so bad for Thomas Senior. Yeah, I do. I just think it's really sad that he just seems very regardless of what's happened, he just wants to have some kind of I don't know, connection back with her again, and it just, yeah, it's very sad. Hi April from Pittsburgh. He does seem a lovely man, Joe. I would agree with that. And he doesn't deserve, no, I would absolutely agree that he doesn't deserve to suffer like that. I think considering even with the reasons that she's given, even though we know that they're not the reasons, it's still, to me, not enough to completely wipe him out of your life. And I think the reason we know that's happened is because she didn't want him there. I think she didn't want Harry to find out the truth, which I think Doria, and this is just my alleged opinion, Doria could be bought, and I think that's what happened. I think Dory could be bought to go along with the lie, but I don't think Thomas and the family could, and she wouldn't want that. Kieran says, I'm sure she is tearing her wig out for something sensational to come up with, unless she sends papers of separation. Yeah, and a lot of people have given me, like, a lot of people have emailed me saying, given me different scenarios of what they think is going to happen. We all know that she is going to try and do something. Do we think it's going to be a separation? I don't know if I do think it's going to be that, because I still think she needs to hang on to Harry. I think that she's in the love bombing phase again with Harry. She's hoovered him back in again because he's going to the coronation. So she needs to get him back on side again. So I do think that's what that coming out in public was. It's kind of, you know, reinventing herself again just in time for the coronation. Shocker. Yeah. Darlene Wolf, I hope he gets his peace. Yeah. Gail's cases, her poor father would forgive her anything. And yeah, and that is the saddest thing. Mitzi, hi from Torquay, Devon. Lovely down there. The trailer exposes 3 marriages. Ooh, that would be interesting. That would be interesting. Moongazy Cat can only assume a flying monkey squad are as damaged as the cult leader. Yes. The only reason you would align with somebody like that is that either if you justify the behavior or you actually do the behavior yourself, you know, because anyone half decent can see what she's doing to her family, especially her dad and even the royal family. And how can you condone that? Joe Jones, hi from Kentucky. Hello. Carolina, hi from Berlin. Hi. Those kids have no family. No, yeah, they don't. They don't. Lee Foster says, even if she didn't want to be around her family, had she only just invited them to the wedding, none of this would be happening. Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. I think that this is really where it's, you know, I think people were starting to get a little bit obviously sus with the engagement interview, but I definitely think that the wedding, whole debacle of the wedding was where it all started. Joe, like mother, like daughter. Do you know what? I will agree. I think her mother's a grifter as well, and I think that's where she learned it from. Oh, hello. Someone's come to join. I don't know if I can get him up here on camera. Can you come up? Can you come up? Come up. Can you get on? Look. Arthur's come to join. Can you see? Go over here. People can't see you, Arthur. Up. See? Yes, you come to join. Hello. Laurie Spencer, I'm interested in watching it to hear their side. I feel so badly for the father. Yeah, I agree. Maureen, I think they might reveal that Doria and Obed Scobie are one of the same person. Nothing would surprise me at this point. Hang on a second. Diana B. Hello, Ems. Changed my name from Disbadi to Diana B. Well, I love the new name. All for changing names. I do it a lot, as you know. Sylvia Murray. Hi, Ems. Have you heard there's supposed to be a picture of the Queen and Lily and it's going to be published in the day of the coronation? I don't know if I believe that, because I don't believe when they came over here where this supposed picture was supposed to have happened, A, no official statement was put out, B, no kids were on the manifest. I don't believe they're even over here, and to be honest, I don't believe that Lily even exists at this point. So I don't know. I think that might be just being put out there, but I don't know if I believe that to be true. And even if it is, I don't think it will do much, in all fairness. I don't think it will do much. Yes, it will get in the media, but I don't think it will do much else. What are your thoughts? Thoughts? What's a thoughts? What's thoughts? What are your thoughts on her joining this talent agency? Oh, I haven't heard that. Is that something that's come up today? What talent agency is she? What talent agency has she joined? Lee Foster, Gail King has come out and said how in love they are. Oh, it seems like a desperate PR stunt. Of course it is. Of course it is. And of course the people that are on their side are going to say that. Of course they are. But the thing is I have learned, I'm trained in body language and I can see the micro expressions and I can absolutely tell you those two are not in love. Harry might seem to be back to trying to be besotted with her again because she's love bombed him back in again, but she does not love him. Narcissists don't know how to love. Darlene Wolf, but at the BB game, she seemed like she couldn't care less about him. Exactly. I mean, the way she was laughing as well, it was very over the top. Why? It was just all for camera. It really was. Hi, Lynn. I wonder how we can see the Australia program. Well, I would imagine there's going to be highlights all over YouTube. Let's face it, there will be. Obviously, I will look at that, but I have said that I'm going to try and boycott anything to do with them leading up to the coronations. I don't know if I can kind of get away with it just before I go, because I'm traveling up to London next Friday, so I'll see. Jenny, hi from South Africa. Hello. Moongazy Cat, I think the squad do see a great deal of what she does, but choose to excuse it as they come across as almost indoctrinated. Yeah, it very much is like a cult. And I think you've got two types. You've got the ones that are, I don't even think they particularly care what it is that they just decide to align with her because they're against the monarchy. And I think you've got a huge number of people that have decided to align with her because they're very much against the monarchy. Oh, for goodness sake. Monarchy. So I think that's why they side with them. I don't even necessarily think they would even agree with a lot of what they do, but because they're against the monarchy, which they are, that's why they align with them. And then you've got the other people who just see her as a black woman who's been attacked by the monarchy and the terrible British people and media. So Mitzi, I'm glad you said that, as I just haven't been able to understand how her followers can jumped. Where's that gone? Obviously far back. Someone just called her Elvira Markle. That's funny. Yeah, Mitzi, yeah, her fans are so loyal to her. Yeah, they are. And trust me, when her and Harry split, they won't be loyal to Harry. They'll be loyal to her. See, Arthur, everyone says hello. What a treat to see you live, Ems. Hi, Blue Butterfly. Hi, everyone. Hi, Arthur. We're wondering about him as our sweetie pup. Yes, I know. So many of you have asked me about Arthur again because I've moved into my office. He is with me, but he's on the floor, so you can't see him. So I need to somehow work this every now and again where you get to see him. Did anyone see the court disclosure where H references sorting out things before the baby was born and the wedding in February 2018, but he wasn't referencing Louis? No, I haven't seen that. But I have seen that he's becoming not a credible witness. His story seems to be kind of all over the place. Shocker. Oh, it's me, shy Elvira Markle. Has pulled her face so much it's like Glad wrap on a Tupperware. Misha, I think you put something in the comments was it a couple of days ago or something, and it made me laugh. It really made me laugh. The auditor, can you hear Roxanne? Hi, Arthur. Can you hear the muffled screams from the Malta credits? Yeah. They are not going to be happy about this, that's for sure. So they're going to try. I think they're going to try and do anything to either create the media to not put this out there, or they're going to try and put something in place of it so it doesn't get as much airtime. I definitely think that. Blue Butterfly, it's so sad how her family is reaching out and she won't even talk to them. I know myself and many others wish our families would have relationships with us. Yeah, absolutely. Josanne, hi from Trinidad. Hi, my lovely. Savannah, my goodness, the Harkles are so cross living in America. I'm crass, sorry, not cross. I need better glasses. Living in America, I'm embarrassed. Yeah, don't worry. We don't align with the way they are, and we certainly don't associate with the fact that every American is like they are. I know it must be awful, but we feel the same way about Harry, trust me. If a photo appears, it'll be a Photoshop affair. I agree. Unless there is an official statement, I don't believe anything they put out now. I really, really don't, especially when it's a connection to the royal family. Moongazer Cat, I know the popularity has dropped a great deal, but still they keep getting away without serious consequences. What the hell is driving that? Well, I think we need to look at that. Like I said in one of my videos, the consequences I actually do think are there, because it might seem that, okay, yes, they're in the media a lot, but what have they actually got? They got no family, no friends. They've just gone to this LA Lakers basketball game, and they take their staff and their lawyer or somebody, no friends. They weren't seated with any celebrities. So really, what have they got? And I probably think they're probably hemorrhaging money as well, because nobody credible is banking them. So actually, I don't think they've got a lot, really. Blue butterfly, for the sake of the children, I hope they don't exist, if that makes sense. It does make sense. I completely get that. Jazanne, I won't believe Lily met the Queen unless I see a pic. Do you know what? I wouldn't even trust a pic. I wouldn't even trust a pic, Jazanne. I really, really wouldn't. Like when we saw the pics of Lily, they were photoshopped. You could absolutely see that the one where she was standing there in the black and white, the child looked 6 months to a year younger. The child in the other photograph, the coloured one, had no feet. Plus, about had a lot of teeth for a child that was 1 year old. I mean, I know that's not completely impossible, but the hairline was different, you know, was longer. She looked 10 years younger. Everything's photoshopped with them. Everything. Lee Foster, do you think Meghan's narcissism makes her feel like she's uncomfortable, or does she have some powerful people backing her, giving her that sense of confidence? The thing is, with a narcissist, yes, I do believe that she's got people backing her. I do think there is something definitely going on behind the scenes. However, Meghan or any narcissist will not see them as people backing her. That she will see them as either she's equal to them or she's above them. So even if they're using her, she will think that she's using them. They just see themselves as the top of everything. Everyone else is below them. Kate Sleuth, that were no children of the Harkles ever visited the UK. I agree. And this is what drives me crazy with the media. And this is why I absolutely think there's an embargo with the media, because why do the media not question where the children are? Why are the media not questioning, hang on a minute, how comes we're not seeing we didn't see the children at the Jubilee? How comes they didn't even come over to the UK when they spent weeks over here, when they were here with Manchester, and then the late Queen's funeral? They got a private jet. They could have flown back, got the children, come back. They didn't. They were weeks away from these two young children. They're never seen out and about with the children normally. You now have the most historic event happening in the UK, and yet they're not bringing these children over here. And the reason being is, I believe, like I've said, I do think there is an Archie, but I think he's over here. But I don't think either of these children are Meghan's, and I don't believe Lily exists. I think she was a potential adoption that went wrong, or a potential surrogate that went wrong. And so, but the fact that the media are saying nothing tells me that they know the truth and they're just not saying anything. Miss Wee Lassie, is she presuming that this talent agency is selling talent, hence her joining? Possibly. Darlene M, I think you need a drink. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I have got my cherries and berries. My ever faithful. I'm not really an alcohol drinker, to be fair. I might have the odd Baileys or the odd cocktail in the summer, but I'm not really an alcohol person. So cherries and berries all the way. I'm going to the concert, such strict security. Are you, Diana? I think the concert's on the Sunday, isn't it? Because I'm going to be around on the Saturday. So the concert's on the Sunday, I believe. I might go to around there, but obviously I'm not going to the actual concert. The William Morris Talent Agency. Never even heard of it, but I will certainly be looking at that. Elvira Market in Love. That is enough to make 800 pieces. That's not. Well, I think that if she does move on, I've said this before, I think it's going to be a billionaire type person. It's going to be an older guy. I've often said this, because I don't think anyone else would young, especially her around her age, would take her on. The trailer also showed a picture of her teenage daughter, in which her first husband's family took in to raise without her. Oh, I missed that. She has signed up with Do you know what? I actually thought that was WME, as in like the wrestling. I actually thought there was the wrestling then, Marlene. I was like, that's new. Mitzi, I've never thought she loved him, but I actually thought he was smitten with the kitten. I think he was, to some degree. That's how narcissists work. I think he was potentially in the beginning, but I don't think he is now. I don't think he is now. I think they're aligned in their takedown of the monarchy. I do think that. Duchess Delusional. Nacho, Harry's friend, was pictured on CBS with Gayle King in 2010 and 2016. Oh, okay. Diana B, the laughing was really OTT. Yes, it really was. Angie, do you believe she presents as histrionic as well? Well, histrionic is part of, in a sense, you've got the narcissistic personality disorder, and the histrionic is almost like under the same umbrella. The only difference with histrionic is that you can show bouts of compassion, which, so no, I don't think that she, I mean, yes, she embellishes, but to be honest, so can a malignant narcissist. A very extroverted narcissist can really do that too. So personally speaking, no, I don't think that she's histrionic, but I do think that Harry has an element of this, because he can at times, probably not so much now, but in the beginning, before he met her, there were bouts when he was passionate about things, and you could see that. So I think the narcissistic side of him has started to develop since being with her. But yeah, I think she's sociopathic at this point. Blue Butterfly, well, she had a whole Archibald team with her. They had to behave if they wanted the pizza party after the game. So the pizza and jello, jelly. Oh, jelly and ice cream. Or is it cake and ice cream you guys have over there, I think? Zombie Play, the whole Markle royal family story is just getting so far-fetched. Thank you for your insight on this. Have a great rest of your day and upcoming weekend. Thank you, Zombie, and you too. And I do agree. This, I think, I understand that the Markle family want to have their say. I really, really do. It must be so frustrating for them to be in a position where they're constantly slated in the press, or constantly slated by them, being created to be the type of people that they're not. I think there's not many of us that when we have our, and I know that for myself, when your integrity is questioned, you want to defend that. When I had that debacle over a year ago, when I was being doxed and bullied, and people were saying to me, you're not a qualified therapist. Your first instinct is to kind of almost go around going, yeah, hang on a minute, yes I am, and you want to defend yourself. So I totally get that, but I think people are just, unfortunately, because they're so tired of Harry and Meghan, when the Markles come out and say things, it's almost like people just encompass it all in the same thing, I think, and they just kind of go, oh, you know what, we're so tired of it all. But I do get why they do it, and I do feel for them, and I just hope they, you know, they've got something from this, and they can kind of move on. YouTube, I think will show the entire thing. Carlene, what do you think about them spending 20k to take her lackeys to a basketball game? Well, they can use it as a tax write-off. So I think at the end of the day that they will fund it by Archie Murchie, and they will use it as a tax write-off. So it's not really anything to them, is it? It's not like they've done it out of the kindness of their heart. I genuinely don't believe that. Sarah Ann, I think if there is a pic released of the alleged Princess Lilybucks and the late Queen, I bet it would be an AI generated image. Yes, to be honest, I would say the same thing. But I would be interested to see what would happen after the fact, because if they do release a picture that's not legitimate, I guess, are they banking on the fact that the royal family are not going to come out and say that's a hoax, that's not true, that didn't happen? Or are they just, because I feel like everything they do, they just rely on the fact that the royal family don't say anything. They don't come out and say that's not true. I don't know. Oh, it keeps jumping. It's so annoying. Thank you to the people that have just super stickered me, by the way. I will get to your names. You're quite far down, but as I scroll down, I will get to you and thank you personally. But I can see it's popped up on here. So thank you so much. That's very kind of you. I watch loads of fab American YouTubers. American Friend. Yes, I actually love YouTube. I think when it works, it's great. And there are some amazing people out there. Mishley, someone is funding them, and I wonder if they are paid to crash the British royal family. I agree. I think, and this is my opinion, I think it's a case of, if I can't be part of it, then we don't want it there at all. But what they fail to see is, without the royal family, they're nothing. They're nothing. You know, they're almost nothing now anyway, apart from the titles that they use, but they're definitely going to be nothing if they literally, if the royal family goes down. So, you know, Harry might end up working in McDonald's, and Meghan maybe. The Hobbit hole. I agree. Don't think the children exist. They don't even act like parents. No, they don't. I would absolutely agree with that. Francois de Boer. Hi, Ems from Canada. Hi. How long until a separation is announced? Kim, that's a difficult one to say because I do think he's in devalue stage. I absolutely do. But devalue stage can go on for quite some time. If the person feels that they're still, the only time this will happen is if two things. If she finds somebody else that can elevate her to the next status. And I've said before that I think this is going to be a billionaire or a millionaire or somebody that's got deep pockets or deep connections. She will leave him and she will leave him for dust. Will we see the back of her? Absolutely not. She's going to keep going. Trust me on that. Harry, however, if he gets sick of her and something changes within him, then yes, he could walk away. However, she will enact all out revenge on him. The only time it doesn't happen with a narcissist is when they've moved on. And even though they don't like you to move on, but if what they've got is better and they're more focused on that, and really anything that you bring to the table as the ex, not really anything, they won't want you to be happy, but that will go on for a little while, but then she will just forget about him. It's almost like you're, I hate to say this, but it's almost like you're dead to them. Izzy Osborne, I understand the Kardashians are assisting her with her brand image and finances with her makeover recently. It would make sense. Again, Izzy, I don't know if I believe that. It is possible that these things are being put out there as PR pieces to almost make her seem like she's more popular. The Kardashians, no matter whether you like them or don't like them, they're very savvy business people, and especially the mother. So I think they would know that she's bad business. So I don't really, honestly, do not think that they would align with her. I really don't. Tanya, much love, Ems. Much love to you as well, Tanya. Sylvia Murray, hit the like. Yes, guys, I always forget this on the live. Please hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the live. Oh, for goodness sake, hit the like button, please, if you are enjoying this video, because it does make a difference to the algorithm. So thank you so much. Please, please, please. Sarah Ann, yes, exactly. The mainstream media then reports them, doesn't even question it. Exactly. They could have flown the children over with their nannies. Yeah, exactly, Diana. That's exactly what I've been saying. They could. Who would not? I mean, can you imagine your child having the 4th birthday party around the coronation of the king here in the UK with all of the family, all of friends? What an amazing thing for that little boy to look up to in years to come. He's not really going to acknowledge it now. He's not going to understand the meaning, but in years to come, he absolutely would be part of history. So would Lily. But of course, nothing. And so that's why I genuinely, wholeheartedly do not believe those children are with them. And like I say, I think our A is over here anyway. Joanna, I think there is a super injunction regarding the children. Yes, so do I. Blue Butterfly, haven't people said at one time there was no evidence of children at their home? No, yeah, I've had so many emails from people that actually live around there or have actually visited there, and in fact there isn't actually any evidence of them really living there, let alone children being there. So I just think it's a tax write-off. I really don't think I believe that they even live there. I think that she's somewhere and he's somewhere completely different. The Hobbit hole. How can a bump fall between your knees and the media ignores it? Good point. And that's the thing. Why would the media ignore it? That's the thing, isn't it? Moon gazy cats. At this point, I find them to be utterly loathsome. You and so many others. It's the behavior. The way they behave. They could just behave so differently. Darlene Wolf, I don't drink alcohol either. Yeah, a lot of people don't. Some do, and I've got no issue with people. I mean, occasionally I do. Joe Zan, the people who are back in M, I think, need her to divorce before they commit. She's holding onto the title so she doesn't hate the royal family. M needs to pick a side. I agree, and I do wonder if that's part of the issue to a degree, whether she's either going to do it in a way that she's pushing the royal family to do something, so then she can kind of go, I can't cope with this anymore. I need to divorce Harry because of what the family are doing. And if you think about it, the family are not doing anything. They're not biting back. They're not doing anything. And I think that's a very clever move, because then she can't say that she's a victim because they're not doing anything. So I wonder if she's consistently trying to push them into a corner where they'll do something and then she'll go, see, right, I've got to divorce him now. I can't cope with this anymore. Mitzi, I thought the same, but Lady C and Crystal Martin on Cora says there's a blackout on the children, that all the editors, etc., know there's a super something and won't go near the subject. Exactly. Yes, on the Sunday, if you're around there, oh, I think that might be for somebody else, Diana, because I don't. Oh, no, that is for me. Sorry. You're sending my phone number. Yeah, email me, Diana. And if I am around, absolutely. It'd be nice to meet up with people that if they're there. Mandy Stees, why is the world not turning their backs on her yet? We need to, because it's money. It's clicks and it's money. And that is what drives the media. Let's be honest. Whether you like them, don't like them, which fundamentally most of us don't, to them, it's money. People click on there as soon as they see an article. People click on it. Now, to be fair, I generally don't, unless I'm looking for research. I might see the initial caption, but I don't then read the article. Although I will say that sometimes if there's comments, I do go to the comments because I do quite enjoy the comments. It's kind of like my guilty pleasure. So yeah, Nora, maybe PH comes with A to the coronation. PH can pick him up when he comes to London. Maybe. Blue Butterfly, sorry, we can take bets if she's going to go for Gordon or Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk. I wouldn't be surprised if she didn't make a beeline for Elon Musk, to be fair, or one of them. But I think they're too savvy for her. I don't think any young men would go for her. I really don't. Hi, Raya. Elaine Williams, one word for Megan, fake. Yes, very much so. Right, okay, so super sticker first. The first one I've seen is AET. Thank you so much. That's very, very kind of you. That means a lot to me. Thank you. T for Tango, where is Marcus Anderson these days? Yeah, interesting. Yeah, he seems very quiet behind the scenes, doesn't he? Whether or not he's still there, they're communicating, I don't know, but he doesn't seem to be in the media hardly at all, does he? Christina, they have children, but no one of them like children, pay for nannies. I don't know if I agree that they do, but I could be wrong, Christina. I don't live with them, so of course I don't know. I'm just going by what I think and feel, and I could be wrong. And if I am wrong, I'd be the first to come on here and say I was wrong. Gail UK, I was at the first concert, the Golden Jubilee one, and I still hang on about it. Fabulous night. Oh, I'm envious. I wish I'd have gone. Okay, second, Izzy Osborne, thank you so much for the super sticker. Look at the article on Variety for her signing with WME. I will do. Thank you. I will look at that. Oh, so tiring. So tiring. Joe, I think she sold him a dream of living and quiet life. He's so thick. Yeah, sadly, but he's not the first person to fall for somebody that lies. You know, and unfortunately he did, and I totally believe that. She sold him exactly what she believed he wanted, and he fell for it hook, line and sinker. Mandy Stees, I cannot wait for the Markles interview. Yes, I will be watching that too. Lucy, hi TNT, hello my lovely. Diana, don't forget they're the Irishman billionaire Patrick something waiting in the wings. He seems quite smitten on her. I hear an interview with him from the Royal Grift, and he sounded transfixed by her. Yes, that's very possible. Very possible. Especially if there are a few out there that believe her story, that believe what she's saying, that she is this perpetual victim. And to some guys, I guess, because she constantly has work done, that she seems to some attractive. Obviously, to me, attractiveness is all about personality. It's all about who you are as a person. You know, looks change, bodies change, but if you are a good person and you've got a good heart, that's what matters. But unfortunately, a lot of people just see the superficial side of somebody, and to them, they probably see her as an attractive woman. And if that's what they want to go for, then if they want to get themselves involved with someone like her, then it won't be long before she'll be doing the same thing to them. Michelle, I wonder if Archie has some sort of health issue and that's why he is hidden. It could very well be that. It could be that he's got a health issue, or it just could be that the real mother doesn't want him in the media. She doesn't want to be any part of the circus, or is being told that, you know, kind of got to keep him quiet. Isn't it strange how the two children they allegedly have, one is named the nickname of George, wasn't his nickname Archie? He called himself Archie. And then the second child is the nickname of the late Queen. Could they not come up with their own names? It just seems a bit strange to me that the two children they allegedly have are the nicknames of people within the royal family, and quite significant people, because obviously George is William and Catherine's firstborn. So I think quite significant. And I think there's a jealousy there. So it just seems a bit bizarre to me. Darlene, they deserve to have their say. Yeah, they do. They do. Lindsay, I'm late, didn't get notified. What have I missed? Well, you can always watch the replay, Lindsay, my lovely. So if you feel like you've missed anything, don't worry. Just go and watch the replay when it goes up afterwards or over the weekend. We're just, to be honest, what we're talking about, have a guess. Well, everyone talks about. Marlene, I normally would be happy for the Markles with the doc, but I wonder why they don't wait until the coronation. Yeah, I did think that. I'm not going to lie. I did think that. I wondered why they were doing it just before the coronation. Why maybe not wait till afterwards? But maybe because they believe that it could be that maybe they believe that she's or they are going to do something to try and upstage the coronation. And so they kind of almost want to get in there first. Because I don't think their interview is going to, I don't necessarily believe their interview will upstage the coronation, but I do think it will be interesting viewing. My sweet Nana, I think Archie doesn't look half black. Yeah, well, he definitely doesn't in their pathetic videos that they put out. Right, sorry. Oh, honestly, it's so frustrating that this jumps. Lady C said, Kate says, Lady C said that they would need one for each media outlet and they are very, very expensive, but France seems to have good investigative reporters. Oh, interesting. I don't know why, but for some reason, oh yeah, that's okay. We've got there now. My comments weren't loading. Thank you guys for the super stickers. You're really awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I do believe things are going to happen after. I know people get frustrated with that when they say, you know, oh, it's always going to happen after the coronation. But I do genuinely believe that. I genuinely think that King Charles probably wanted to get all of this out of the way, get the coronation done, so he's sorted, and with as less drama as possible. And then I am hoping that then we're going to start seeing that they're going to put things in place. And I think, I'm sorry, but I do think those titles have to go. They do. I don't think that the king can really keep putting up with this and not taking those titles away. That, I mean, yes, okay, then that means that she's going to be called Princess Henry of Wales, but let her call herself that. Let her call herself that. She will just look more idiotic if she goes anywhere and goes, I'm Princess Henry or Princess Meghan. That's just going to make her look more contrite than what she is already. So I think it's just laughable. I apologize if I'm missing people's comments. For some reason, it's not loading past. It's not loading very well. And the other thing with like my sweet Nana has said, which I have said before in a video, she would be merching those children. If those children were hers, she would be merching those children. She would be doing clothing lines. They would be doing hello spread. Do you not think it's weird that the only time we ever see a photograph is when it's from her photographer, that whatever his name is, because I think he's in on it. It has to be, because that photograph that he put out on Instagram with him and his wife, with their two children or something, and she was standing next to them, black and white, it was photoshopped. You could clearly see it was. So he has to be in on it. But with a narcissist, she would be merching everything. She would be doing Hello Spread magazine shoots with the children. They've done they did Time, was it? And it was just the two of them, no children. They would be clothing lines, food, just everything, you name it. And the fact that she's not, that is suspicious within itself. But that's only because it's suspicious of someone like people like us who understand about narcissism. To everyone else, it's like, oh, she's keeping the children private. But she's not. She's it's because they're not there. Adorable babies, do you think the titles will be stripped? Yes, I think they're going to go. I do genuinely believe that. I mean, if she's going to go into the world of politics, which, let's be honest, that probably is the only option available to her, because nobody is going to touch her, and she's going to if she wants to go into Hollywood, which is what she's always coveted, then, and that could be why she's now joining this talent agency, even though she doesn't want to be objectified or anything like that, by the way. And they want privacy. But I think that she's only going to take roles that she sees are fitting for her, which isn't going to happen. So I think that she's putting her options out there, and I do think that she believes in her head, and you've got to remember this is in her head, that she can run for president. And I absolutely believe that she will try to do that, which is why she wants a huge backer. Now, will she? Probably not, because she can't handle any kind of criticism or questioning or anything being put to her. So she can't cover up everything. But I think she's got such a huge ego that she genuinely believes that she could do that, in which case the titles would have to go. Maureen, I doubt even death could shut Markle up. No, probably not. Probably not. Laurie Spencer, I think the titles are stripped after the coronation. I believe that, oh, for goodness sake. I believe that Parliament has it ready to go. They do not deserve them. Yes, and I think that is going to be happening. I genuinely do. I do think that, and it kind of has to, really. You can't keep going on like this. Yes, Diana, I have been told that the Kardashians ignored her, and a lot of the other famous celebrities that were there. I think Adam Sandler was there. He ignored them as well. Apparently they were booed when the Kiss Cam first looked at them. They were booed as well. But of course, the media have made it seem like, oh, they shared this sweet moment. It's like, oh, no, they didn't. Exactly, Marlene. Kim Kardashian was at the Lakers game but didn't sit with them. And that's the thing. If they were helping her and backing her, they would have sat with her publicly. They would have said, you know what, we're going to get behind you. We're going to sit with you publicly. That's what we're going to do. They didn't do that. She didn't do that. So that tells me that they are not helping in any shape or form. Persnickety, not to be over dramatic, but I pray for the safety of the Cambridges. They are such a lovely family and will do the UK proud, I believe. Yes, I agree. I think they are just an amazing, wonderful family. I adore them. I really do. Sorry, I'm just going through the comments, guys, just so you're wondering what I'm doing. My sweet Nana, does anyone remember the story of Harry getting someone pregnant at the beginning of his relationship? Yes, and that is what I have been alluding to. I heard that it was somebody, and this is what I think happened. In my honest opinion, this is what I think happened. Now, I appreciate that not everyone agrees with that, and that's absolutely fine. But I do think that, and I think she jumped in, and I think a lot of it was also because I think they thought that she would leave him. I don't think they wanted them to get married. I think they thought that she would leave him, and because of obviously this would be a huge thing, but she didn't. And so I think she stepped in and was like, I'll save the day. I'll pretend I'm the one that's pregnant. I'll go along with it. But of course, all there, writing it all down, making her notes, because it's leverage. And I think that's a lot to do with it. I think she collects leverage on people. Pam Ostman, sorry, I can't believe anybody has mentioned the delusional duo being away from their children for a month. Exactly. And bearing in mind how critical the media are of everybody, why would they not say, hang on a minute, these two people are happy to swan all the way over to the UK, but leave their very young children behind, especially when they've got nannies, apparently. Why would you not bring them with you? Why would you want to be away from your child that's just over a year old and your other one that's 3 years old? Danielle, do you think we will ever hear the truth about the children? I don't know. I actually don't know, because I think, I hate to say this, but I do think the royal family have to know something. Whether they knew in the beginning, I don't think they did. I think she conned them. And I think she did con Harry in the beginning. But I genuinely don't know, because I think it would create them to be partly to blame. And I think the reason why they probably haven't even said anything is because she has a habit of turning the media in some ways onto her side. So I think the royal family would be very worried about bringing it out, because she would probably say, if it was Harry getting somebody pregnant, it'd be like, oh, Harry got somebody pregnant and they made me wear a prosthetic. And I was, you can actually hear her saying it, and I was flashing my moon. I was desperate for somebody to know how terrible this was for me. She would be victim, and some people would buy it. And I think the royal family have gone through so much, especially with the stuff with Andrew, that they just don't want any more drama. They don't want any more hits against the royal family, because it's a little bit on shaky ground. Mitzi, what about James Corden keeps saying he takes his kid around Markle's for the kids' play dates? I don't believe him. I think I don't believe him at all. I'm not a fan of him either. I think he sold his soul, basically. Michelle, Katie, something that dawned on me is that chemically relaxes her hair. These chemicals are a big no-no when a woman is pregnant, yet throughout 2 supposed pregnancies, her hair remained pin straight. Interesting. I didn't know that. That's very interesting. Thank you. Well, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Interesting. She will keep the title even after a divorce, which is very galling. Yes, she would. If divorced, she would. But if they take the titles, then no. Gerald, Buki, hello. Yeah, I'm not a fan of James Corden at all. Danielle, their silence just points up her crazy. Yeah, absolutely. A name, it's the only way to deal with narcissists. It's hard as hell, but it makes them show who they are. Absolutely, 100%. I know sometimes it can be difficult, especially if there's kids involved, if you're with somebody that's a narcissist, you've had children with them. But fundamentally, if you haven't, the best thing to do is do nothing. Do not engage. Do not literally do nothing. Ignore them. They hate that more than anything. And in the end, their ego just kind of takes over and they can't bear it and they end up tripping themselves up. Georgina Wilson, thank you so much for your I'll finally get there in the end. But your comment is, I think it's just sad that H is always bringing up his mum, and it's actually caused harm to her memory because people are bringing up all of problems from the past. Yes, I absolutely would agree with that. He has not let his mother rest in peace, bless her heart. And I think, don't get me wrong, she wasn't perfect, but then none of us are. But the fact that he keeps using her memory as a means to evoke people to feel sorry for him, but that just tells you the type of person that he is. It tells you that he's not comfortable in what he's saying. He's not comfortable in the things that he's doing because he has to bring up his mother to create sympathy. If you were assured in what you were saying, whether it be you think it's the truth, you wouldn't need to do that. You wouldn't need to bring in anything else. The facts speak for themselves, but the fact that he has to do that tells you that he knows what he's doing. Duchess Delusional, this all ties back to Soho House. Eugenie and Beatrice will now be painted black for being royal family patched with Piers Morgan. Yeah, I would agree with that. Pam Ostman, I think MM would leave with the Taliban targeting after H's kill. I thought MM would leave. I think she will use that. I think she will use that when it's needed. She's literally, absolutely think she's there scoring, literally writing everything down of all the things that she will use against him in a divorce. Absolutely. Diana B, that's a pertinent thought, Ems. She'll wait until the last to the LA. Sorry, maybe I've something react lace, sorry, then she'll file for divorce. Yes, Diane, I'm not sure if I actually read that right. Kate, US doesn't have super injunctions. Lady C said they would need one for each media outlet, and they are very, very expensive. I think that that's possible because I also think that this is also connected to the royal family. If it was just them, as in like they were celebrities, then I think, yeah. But because it's connected to the royal family, I think people don't want to touch it. I mean, you've got to think to yourself, without going into detail of literally going to the hospitals, finding the exact truth. You know, how do you accuse somebody of lying about children? I mean, it's one thing for us to do it because we're YouTubers and we, you know, we're seeking the truth, but we're nothing really in comparison. But when you're talking about media outlets, how do you go about absolutely proving? And then not only that, you're taking on the monarchy, really, because that's the thing. You're not just taking on Harry and Meghan, you are taking on the monarchy because they are part of the lie. Even if it's unwillingly or not knowingly or whatever, they still are. You'd have to be pretty sure and I would probably imagine that a lot of media outlets are like, I'm not touching that one. Elaine Williams, Meghan will send a photographer to gatecrash a kids' party, take photos and Photoshop the fake kids to them and then post them online. Yep, anything is possible. She, you know, narcissists are capable of anything. They are capable of anything illegal. They will do whatever it takes to create their image to be secure. Never think otherwise. They will do whatever it takes to make themselves look the victims, the ones in the right. Georgina Wilson, thank you again. That's very kind of you. I have such respect for Prince William and worry about him because Princess Diana is his mum too. Love your show. Worry about those kids. So sad that they won't have the big supportive family that H had. I agree. It's very, very sad that whatever is going on, that there's not, and that's why it's my hope that Lily isn't there. And with that perhaps he does have some support here in the UK with the family. It's just that we don't see it. Pam, Elon Musk is crazy enough to take her on. Yeah, well, he's already been, and I literally it's already been stung by Amber Heard, so I don't think he'll be daft enough. And I was literally about to say the same thing. So yeah. They certainly do not speak as people who have children. They never, I agree, they never mention them. They never, and she slipped up, and I did a video on that. When they were in Manchester, she slipped up and she said, something like my child, not my children. She spoke as if there was only one child, which then creates me to think that A does exist, but it's not hers. But there is one child, and she slipped up. She never said children. Lindsay, she can't divorce before his inheritance comes through. Yes, well, very good point. That could be part of it as well. She could be hanging on for the inheritance, and then it's going to be, yeah, bye. Nookie Bear, hello, my lovely. Nice to see you. Yes, please remember to press the like button, guys. Simple, just click on that thumbs up or thumbs down if you don't like it. It's okay too. But hopefully not. I'm coming out in a hot flush. I can feel it. You see my face start to glow. I can just feel it, honestly. I hope Elon Musk is daft enough to get himself markled. Well, he would be. Mitzi, I felt sorry for him at first, but not for everything. Yeah, I agree. I felt sorry for him. And that's, I mean, I've had a few people comment saying, you know, how can I not still feel sorry for Harry? Because, you know, I know how narcissists are, and I do, but he is still responsible. He still knows right from wrong. Even if he believes he's doing what she says, he still knows it's going to hurt his family. He's not clueless. And so the things and the lies that he's telling, it's I'm sorry, you can't have compassion for somebody that thinks it's okay to say the things that he's doing. Thank you very much, Mitzi. That's very kind of you. And my sweet Nana, thank you so much. That's also very kind of you. Lucy, You would still be boycotting H&M just watching Sam and Thomas. Yes, good point. Maybe I can get away with that then. Diana B, thank you very much. That's very, very kind of you. Don't forget, if you super sticker me, guys, you can stick a question in there as well, because I will definitely see that and definitely read that out. If it jumps, I'll always go back, because some of the questions I might be missing, because obviously it goes quite quickly. Like that, it's just jumped again. Ocean Dreamer, narcissists emulate those they are jealous of. Yes, they do. They don't have an identity. That's why they will home in on somebody, like she's very jealous of people that are successful, like she's jealous of Catherine. It's not a shock to me that she's changed her hair color to almost be similar to Catherine. The stolen names are to gaslight the royal family. Exactly. Danielle, thank you very much, Danielle. That's very kind of you. Really enjoy your channel. Thank you. And I enjoy all of you guys being there supporting. Thank you so much. Lucy Acorn, H's story. Of course he knew about the hacking 20 years ago. He was offered 200,000, turned it down. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but it's kind of the way he's portraying it now is like, because Prince William took the money, it's almost like, well, I knew nothing about that. He took the money and I knew nothing about it. He can't help himself but lie. Laurie, thank you very much. That's really, really kind of you. Gerald, what must the royal family think of her treatment of her own family? I would probably guess that they probably bought her lie initially. I think she's probably told them how awful her family is, and they felt sorry for her. They probably realise that now, that they considering what she's done. Pam, I hope everything goes well for the Markle family with the interview. I can't imagine having been done like they have been by someone they loved. Exactly. Can you? I mean, I can't even imagine how awful that must feel. I mean, thank goodness they all have each other. Because imagine how awful it would be if it was just, Thomas Markle Senior on his own. I mean, that would be horrendous. Persnickety, H has always had these tendencies. Royal family kept it hidden. I agree. MM is an opportunist who is using it all to her advantage. It's sad, but he's making choices, refusing to listen to literally anyone. Exactly. Not everyone can be wrong. He's turned his back on his family, his friends, people that his advisors, people that were trying to help him. He's turned his back on everybody for one person who has literally created him to be an absolute joke now. He's gone from being the second most popular royal in the United, having respect, to now a laughing stock. Not really a good life, is it? A name. I wonder if the settlement that William accepted was larger because it encompassed his claim and Catherine's. If it was, and it stands to reason, Dumb Prince would be offered less. Yeah, but because of the way he is, it's like he can't handle being offered less. It's like he's in constant competition. He can't handle that. It's like, why do I not get the same? It's like, well, just because you don't. Lizzie and Louis, hi. I think we'll see something big happen after the coronation. It's going to hurt. Potentially. Sod off, Baldrick. If Archie and Lily really do exist, wait till they grow up and write tell-all books about how lousy their parents were to them. Yeah, exactly. They've only got to look at their own parents and see that writing things seems to be the way forward. Lucy, hopefully if they try to post a photograph, the royal family will issue a statement. I hope so. Jojo, but I don't know, I almost feel like, I just don't know if I think it's going to happen. Even Harry's prince title needs to go. I don't think that will go. I genuinely don't, because he is by birthright, whether we like it or not, a prince of the United Kingdom. But the Duke and Duchess of Sussex titles need to go. Lindsay, I think the Markles document timing is genius. It'll divert the has-beens' attention away from the royal family. Yeah, I did think that might be why they were doing it. Tuppence, I'm a monarchist and I think Charles has balls up big time, re the coronation. Yeah, I think this whole slim down monarchy thing, I think the fact that he's made this smaller, I get it. I get the fact that why he might want to do that, but I might be wrong, but I think there's always a budget. There was a budget in line for the coronation. So it's not this was already, I think, put aside. So I don't really understand. I think he may be worried that people are going to criticize him for having this big flamboyant affair. But I think we need that. This country needs something right now, and this would have been an amazing thing. You know, he's cut the coach ride or whatever it is. You know, he's cut that down quite considerably. So I do think it's a bit sad. This is a huge event, and I think it should have been left that way. When oh, I missed that, jumped again. When where are you Wendy R, hello Ems and everyone, greetings from Norway. Hello my lovely. Do you Duchess Delusional, do you think she changed their birth certificates to Prince and Princess and presented the documents to the royal family and they changed their names? Quite possibly. Jodie, does your family agree with you about the kids? My friends do. My mum and my dad. My dad's very old school, so whenever I go to talk about it, he's like, "Oh, those bloody two." I don't talk about them. And my mum kind of listens, and she just sort of goes, "That's interesting," which is kind of code for I don't really care. Diana B, she'll just start calling herself Princess Meghan, and then Meghan of yeah, do you know what, she probably will. But I think the thing is now people see through her, so even if she did, no one's going to take her seriously. That is going to really expose her narcissism if she starts kind of going, I'm Princess of Wales, if she starts saying things like that. Lucy Acorn, with Scorpios, it takes a long time to respond to nastiness, but when they cut you off, it's final. That's very true. Sting in the tail. Lurd, can't the king strip the title of prince? Do you know what? I don't actually know. Maybe he could, but I don't think he will. I think he will take the titles. He's already put the HRH into abeyance, so I don't think that he will take the prince. I don't. I think because I think he'd be worried that it would really then make them look petty. So I don't. Hi, Ems, delighted to see you. Hand pink waving. Hi, Kathy. I wonder if the Queen put that injunction on so-called children so they could not merch them. Yeah, very possibly. Very possibly. I think they are waiting for the titles so they could address Prince and Princess. Again, very possibly. Mitzi, I think King's still grieving his father and mother and wants to get coronation over, and hopefully it's Rumpo. Yeah. I mean, it's sad. It's like, you know, he's, you know, people forget that he's 70, 70 odd years of age. It's like this, to have this happen. It's, you know, just as you're starting, you know, to become king, it's like this, and this is how spiteful Harry is. You know, he doesn't need to do half of what he's doing, but he's choosing to do that, knowing that it's going to affect his father and the rest of his family. Just what a spiteful child. I mean, he's not a child, but man child. Ahuba lifestyle. Whose child did she have baptized? Did we see any pictures? Because apparently they also said that the is it the Spencer sisters were there, and then it come out that they weren't because they were actually at a meal or something. Nothing's come out. Just because, you know, and then I know people have said, but that means then the oh gosh, brain fog, is it the priest, whoever baptized? Well, that seems a bit strange because it was outside of a holy building in a sense, so holy church. It was in their backyard, which is bizarre. But also, he's possibly not even going to question if he turns up there and there's just a little girl there. He's not going to kind of go, is that your child? You know, it's possible that he doesn't even really know what she looks like. So he turns up and then they say there's a child there. And if you don't think for one second that a narcissist or someone like that is capable of just doing, yeah, of course they are. So, but there's been no pictures, no nothing. I mean, we might see some at the coronation because obviously it'll give them time to Photoshop. But yeah. Love Arthur. Thank you. Lady C says something will happen after the coronation. Yeah, I agree. Lizzie and Louis, I love your thoughts on this. Thank you very much. I think we all think the same thing, really. Thora, I agree, Ems, that the children are not theirs. Tuppence, the king surely has to do something. Lucy, there are a lot of celebrity couples in the US who hide their children. Yeah, they do, but we still see them. I mean, we do see them occasionally. And I think the thing is that these, if you think about this logically, these are royal children, allegedly. So in my opinion, and this is just, they should not be hidden. Why are they being hidden? And also, like I've said before, she is a narcissist. If those children were with her, we would be seeing them. She would be merching them. She would be doing every magazine, because if she couldn't get attention for herself, she would then use her children to get it. And we're not getting that. We're not seeing that. I mean, they've just gone to a Lakers game. They could have taken their little 4-year-old with them. You know, why are we never seeing pictures of Harry with Archie on his knee, bouncing him up and down, or running around the beach? We've seen a picture and a video of him with a dog, but we've not seen them with the children. It's weird. And you can blur out faces. You don't. And isn't it strange that anytime we see a picture, the faces are not blurred? Whenever we see celebrities out and about with their children, a lot of the time their faces are blurred because they don't want their children to be seen. But Harry and Meghan want these pictures to be seen. It's all calculated, in my opinion. Laurie Spencer, do I need Twitter to be a bubble member? No, Laurie, you do not. I am not on Twitter at all. I hate Twitter. So you just go to where the subscribe button is, and to the left, I believe it tells you you can join up. So you can join as a member there. I think it's $2.99. So no, you do not have to have Twitter at all. In fact, I prefer not, because I don't like it. So hello to all the new people. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to go right to the thing because I'm losing the thread. My sweet Nana, thank you again for the super chat. I'm going to go to the beginning. Who's just super chat me there? Kathy, thank you, my lovely, for that super chat. Thank you very much. Diana, thank you, my lovely. That's very kind of you. What a treat, Ems. I came back to find you live. Hello from Albuquerque. Oh, wow. Millie, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Luminia, thank you. Love you, Em. So happy to catch you live. Love you guys too. Izzy, thank you again. Thank you very much. Oh, there's so many comments and I'm not keeping up with anybody. This is crazy. I'm sorry that if I've missed some comments. I'm really sorry, guys. It's just that they go so fast. I can't keep up with them. I need to find a way maybe to slow them down. Don't you need a birth certificate to do a christening? Joe, I would have thought so. To organise a christening, I would have thought so. But again, are they capable of photoshopping and faking it? Yeah. I'm sorry, I believe they're capable of faking anything, absolutely anything. Mitzi, I feel Charles will end up with a heart attack with all that they're going to do to him. He's a workaholic. Yeah, I agree. And he's been quite poorly, hasn't he? So, you know, sort of not long ago. So I do think that. Gerald, she wants to create rom-coms with this PR. Oh, no. Please, no. No one will watch them apart from her insipid fan base. Do you think he'll be booed if he comes to the coronation? Nookie Bear says. And no. And the reason I think, I mean, he might get the odd, but I generally think no, because we are very good at being respectful to a degree. I think he might get booed if he's on his own, but I don't think he's going to be on his own. So if he goes in somewhere and he's on his own, then yes, there's every chance that people will heckle him and boo him. But if it's in a collective, like he walks in with people, he won't be, because we are very respectful of the other people there, and I guess we wouldn't want to upset them. And also because we're aware this is the King's Day and the Queen Consort's Day, so we wouldn't want to take away from that as well. So as much as I would boo if I was there, I'll boo him. Diana B. Queen Margaret of Denmark took the prince title away from her second born grandson. He threw a big wobbly. Yeah, they did. And you know what? He deserves to have it taken away. I really do. Gillian, if the Duke of Duchess. Duke of Duchess probably is about right, really. If the Duke of Sussex title is removed, the next title they have is the Earl and Countess of Dumbarton, which she doesn't like. No, she doesn't, because it's got the word dumb in it, which I think is quite appropriate. Yeah, there is no HRH for the kids. No, there isn't. Mitzi, what do you make of reps at the palace put out photo of Archie and Lily's birth certificate, said the palace was presented with the proper documents? I haven't seen that. So I will have a look at that and I will come back to you on that. But I have heard that there's something a bit off with the birth certificates, and their birth information, I believe, or something is locked away, which are the only two out of all the royal children that is sealed, which is weird. Michelle, I was researching the stripping of the titles, and it's not an impossibility, but Parliament have to initiate it. Yes, they do. It has to go through the House of Lords, I believe, and it has to be initiated by an MP, and then it has to go through there, and it also has to be then, I believe, also signed off by the monarch, I believe. And I think that a lot of people are for, when it was submitted before, I think it was King Charles that put a stop to it, but he was then Prince Charles, and that was before all of this stuff has gone on. So, but after the coronation, is it possible? Yes, I have heard, and I've been sent things that tells me this is happening. I think it's going to happen. Can Harry's wife trademark Princess Meghan? Well, I guess she could. I don't know how she could trademark it as such, because there's a lot of princesses in the world, and there might even be a Princess Meghan in the world. I don't know, but I mean, we know she's egotistical, to do whatever she wants, really. I really don't think so. I would imagine there would be legal implications to her if she used princess if the titles were stripped. I don't know. I'm not really 100% sure about that, because I think they would be. I just think she would. I think she would use it. I just do. Anne Bennett, I just thank God every day that William was born first. Yeah, you and all of us. I think Charles is a little woke, but I don't think he's thick. Joe, I would agree with that. I think he's actually more astute than people give him credit for. I think he's been seen as weak, but I actually don't think he is. I think he's very, very hurt. I mean, you can imagine being treated the way he's been treated by his son. I think he's got a soft heart. I think he's got a good heart, and I think he would like for Harry to not be doing what he's doing. And I think he's probably a very forgiving person, but I also think that when, like, his hard line was Camilla, so I think that he's probably already making his mind up about the fact that Harry went after Camilla in the book, and that's a hard no. So I think that the things that he's doing now are, in a way, very clever. And I do think after the coronation, I think we're probably going to see a different side. I think it's going to happen. Mitzi, I thought the Markles are pushing out at coronation to block the gruesome twosome from what they might be planning. Yes, I have a feeling that might be happening too. I have a feeling. Nookie Bear, thank you. Regarding has-beens court case, have you heard about these emails that have been put forward as evidence? I haven't looked at. All I know at the moment is that Harry's looking less and less credible as a witness. His story has changed from when it first came out in 2012 or 2000, then in 2019. Apparently, he didn't see it was very serious until 2019. And then obviously in 2020 was when I think Prince William then got this payout. and then he went. That's when Megxit happened, and he didn't take it. But it seems that his story keeps changing. It seems that he's really trying to throw the royal family, almost make it seem like there's again this conspiracy. And I wonder if that is because he's written this book where he's created it to be the royal family have this huge conspiracy with the media. So I think in some ways, I think if he believes that if he's part of winning this court case, even though it's not just about him, then it will almost add more credibility to his book, in the fact that people will then start to think, well, if the royal family have been doing that, then maybe what Harry said is true. I mean, I think there's an agenda behind it, but the great thing is this judge is not having any of it. This judge is great. He's basically just going, no, I'm not believing this. It's like your story isn't kind of, what you're saying isn't aligning with the previous statement. It's like something's not adding up here. Jodie, I had a dog called Princess. Oh, that's allowed though, Jodie. That's allowed. Persnickety, monarchies are all about the bloodline. Births are to be witnessed per protocol. They were, but that was changed. I think with Queen Elizabeth, that was changed. So the birth, even though up until those two had alleged children, the births were witnessed by the royal doctors, and they were signed by the royal doctors. There's nothing with these two. So there's nothing, nobody knows. That's why it's just very bizarre. Izzy Osborne, lucky you, Osborne, you have so much knowledge. I'm writing all down so I can research. I really appreciate you sharing what you know. My husband says thank you as well. Yes, thank you very much. Please feel free to email me, Lucky. All main clans had hunting tartans and used usually muted colours to match the heather. Yes, that's very true. That's very true. Geraldine McCormick, isn't it a regular thing in the States for people of colour to call their kids princess, prince, king and queen, as in they actually christen the kids with these names? Well, Peter Andre christened his daughter, Katie Price and Peter Andre. Their daughter's called Princess. So I think, yeah, it can be named that way. So I don't know really how she could monopolise that, but I'm sure she'll try. I'm sure she'll try. Oh. I am never wrong. She's not angry. She can't attend the coronation. She's a coward who refuses to go and face the family. I feel the reason she's not attending is that she refuses to go. Yes, I would say that there's an element of that. But I would also say that even though she doesn't want to get booed, she is a coward 100%. However, she will be blaming the fact that she can't go, even if it's due to the fact that she doesn't want to curtsy to Catherine. She will still be blaming the family for that, or the British media, or whoever. She will still need to blame somebody, which is why we are getting what we're getting now. They always have to blame somebody for a decision they make. So if she's deciding not to come, she will still blame the family for making that. It was almost like, you've forced me to make this decision. You've forced me to not come. It's your fault. And that's what she'll do. So I'm only going to stay on another 5 minutes, guys, because I haven't even had dinner yet, and I'm starting to fade. I can feel it. I can feel it. RL, I just had to say thank you. Say that your channel is very therapeutic. I enjoy it very much. Thank you. And I enjoy. I will try and do these more often. I'm so sorry that I have not done one in a while. Unfortunately, with working and just trying to get the other channel up and running, the Just Therapy one, I feel like I might change the name on that one. I don't know. Because when I very first wanted to start this channel, this was what it was always going to be about. It was going to be about sort of therapy and helping people, which I know to some degree it does, but it kind of, the Harry and Meghan stuff has kind of got segued, and it's just taken a life of its own. So the other channel, I really want to be about supporting and helping people, just Harry and Meghan celebrity free. But I just wonder if Just Therapy isn't quite the right name. I don't know. So if any of you guys can come up with a name for the other channel, as it's in its early stages, I can afford to change the name. So if you have any ideas, please feel free to drop them in the comments below, or email me or whatever, and I will certainly write them down. And what I might do, the ones that I really like, I might just put them in a hat and then pick one. And the winning one, I might do a little giveaway as a thank you to the person who's chosen the name, and something along those lines, because I know I haven't done a giveaway for a while either. So Anne Miller, I'm sorry, my lovely. I've been on here for an hour and a half nearly now, but you can watch it on the playback, and I will do another one. And the next time I will give a bit more notice if I can. So I just want to say thank you for joining. I know that, you know, for your Friday night, I am very happy that you decided to spend it with me. I really do appreciate it. And I will do more, so don't worry. Quaker Girl, I'm not a fan of the Markle clan. They all seem trashy. However, after initially being disgusted at this documentary, I must admit I'm here for the train wreck. We are all entitled to see this out however we see it, my lovely. Some people are, you know, they have their own thoughts and opinions, and I appreciate all of you. So thank you guys. Jacqueline, I'm sorry I missed this live. We'll watch the video. Sending hugs from New Mexico. I will be doing another one, so don't worry if you've missed tonight or you've just joined just now. I will be doing more, so don't worry. And I probably will do maybe after the coronation, so then we can all kind of chat about what's kind of gone on. But yeah, so just I will let you know. Judy says, Samantha said, this is just the warning shot for Rachel on the 29th, that there will be another documentary that will go for her jugular. Ooh, I'll be here for that one. I sort of Baldrick. I love that name. I love that name. Thank you guys for joining me here. I really do appreciate you, as you know, and I hope you all do know that this channel, it wouldn't work without you guys. The Bubble family wouldn't work without you. So I hope you know that I really, really do appreciate you. Arthur appreciates you as well, even if he's rude and just laying down on the floor right now. So I will see you next week in a video. If you have any ideas, if you have anything that you'd like me to discuss, then again, please drop them in the comments below. I will get to read them over the weekend, or drop me an email if you have some ideas and tips. Please think about going across and liking my other channel, which is at the moment Just Therapy UK. Obviously I will change that name hopefully, so please go across and give that some support, because I would like to get that monetized. So again, so the more I can get that, the more I can help people. Don't forget to give this a like before you go off. Thank you as always for spending the evening with me, and I will see you next week. Mwah. Take care, Bubbles. Bye love you. Bye.